The Aurora really sends the message home that Earth is not just an isolated bubble in space, but we live in a solar system, we live next to a star. Essentially, you have an eruption of stuff from the sun. This is called a coronal mass ejection, which sounds like a complicated term, but it's just an ejection of mass from the sun's corona, which is the word we use for the sun's atmosphere. This travels through space. It can take a day, several days to reach Earth, but as it does so, it's slammed into the Earth's magnetic field. As this happens, high energy particles will enter our magnetic field, they will slide down towards the North and the South Pole, and as those particles collide with our atmosphere, it causes them to glow. So the different colors you see in the aurora are caused by different elements at different heights in the atmosphere being smacked by these high energy particles from space. My name is Ryan French. I am a research scientist at the Laboratory for Atmospherics and Space Physics at the University of Colorado Boulder, and my research area is in the sun, solar flares, and the influence they have here on Earth. The sun follows an 11-year cycle of increasing and decreasing solar activity. We call this the solar cycle. At the peak of this cycle, where we are now, there are lots of sunspots on the sun. These produce a lot of solar flares and eruptions that head towards Earth. But at the bottom of this cycle, the sun doesn't really do anything for years at a time. So we had a severe geomagnetic storm this week. Last year in 2024, we had a severe storm again in October, and then last May 2024, we had an extreme geomagnetic storm, which is the largest we've had in 20 years. But as I said, these won't continue in perpetuity. Next year, the year after, we're then going to have an absence of these events for many years. But it's not guaranteed, and it varies pretty much exclusively on what the sun is doing. We expect the next year to next 2 years, perhaps, the sun to still be producing a lot of activity, but there's a little bit of luck involved with when these things fire off the sun if they're heading towards Earth. So it's not a guarantee that it will happen again over the next couple of years, but it's certainly possible. To see firsthand with my eye the influence of something 93 million miles away happening above our heads is really quite striking. I've seen the aurora many times now, and every time it's different. The colors, the shapes all vary time to time, so truly a wonderful sight to see. The aurora really sends the message home that Earth is not just an isolated bubble in space, but we live in a solar system, we live next to a star, and we can see the reality of the interactions of that star with the Earth above you with your eye. It's fantastic and not something that you typically get to see.